What up, y'all? It's me again, and I'm with.
Leah.
And so we basically gonna start this vlog of we're gonna title this vlog "Black Man in Support." And so we basically gonna talk about. Well, she's gonna ask me why I feel that
You
black
gonna let
man.
me ask you?
Well, basically, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. So, we had a discussion earlier today and felt this would be good to post on YouTube. Um, so as a black man, like who did what you did and has defeated the odds and now you're becoming a more successful every day,
Mhm.
promoting your book,
Mhm.
being positive, you would think that black men would gravitate towards you
Right.
and congratulate you and want to support you,
Right.
buy your book. But you told me on a few occasions that black men don't normally buy.
Right.
And I just want to know, how do you feel when you get a rejection by a black male?
Well, you said a lot, so I gotta
did
go
say a
back.
whole bunch. Yeah,
So
I did.
basically, it's that effect of I'm the man, I'm the number one, and it could be from a complete stranger, but if they see something or that they don't have or something they're not doing, it's all in my opinion. That's strictly my opinion, but I feel like it's a well, I could do that or I should do that, and if you're doing it, I don't want to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Or man, and I always hear too. Well, sometimes like I got the similar story. So I was writing a book, and this well, okay, I understand you were writing a book, but I wrote mine, I've written mine, and it's published. So support. That's it. You know, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but people go out and buy, support other people and all that other stuff. But when you see a young brother trying to come up and I have, a family, and my family actually is dependent on me for this book, and I don't say that, but it's legit. And it's just like, no, I'm doing this and I'm this, and it always goes back to them when it's my time because it's my book. I approach you with it, and it's just like crab in the barrel, beat you to the punch. Yeah. So.
Um, okay. So, as a reader and a writer,
Mm.
how do you feel when people say, I don't read? That's
Uh,
their excuse
uh,
to not buy your book.
you know what? It could be an excuse, but a lot of people don't read. You don't read. So what are you doing? Like, oh, I watch the games, or I watch basketball, or I drink liquor, or I do this, or I play. Man, you need I feel like reading is a necessity. Like I know it's some stuff out here that you don't have to read, just like it's some stuff that you don't have to do. But when you say you don't read, come on, man. And granted, I done had this is a true story. I done had a woman come to my table. I don't know her nationality, but she wasn't black. And she looked at my book, she read it, she was like, "Oh, I'm not interested. It's not my type of genre." So I'm like, "Cool." I have to respect that, right? Granted, 10 minutes later, I promise you, she came back. She's like, "I'm gonna give you a chance," and bought it. Because obviously she knows how important reading is, and she wanted to see what I've written. Because stories are so important. Like that's where we get everything from: movies, TV, whatever. So I mean that goes back to writing, but you don't read? Oh, I'll just wait till the movie come out. How that sound? That's what they tell me. I'll just wait till the movie come out. And as soon as the movie come out, then you wanna. Well, some people go get the book, but I mean, just get the book. Like reading is so good. It's just phenomenal. Trust.
Right. Well, what else can I ask you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, it could go back to the fact that I don't know. People normally way back when we didn't really read, we couldn't read.
Because we were
That's,
forced not to.
we were forced not to. But
Right.
even before that, in African civilization,
Mm.
like everything was oral.
Mm.
That's why there's not a rich. While we have a rich heritage,
Mm.
it's not documented because people didn't read and document.
Right.
Everything was oral or through music. So speaking of music, like why do you think that or how do you feel rather, or what's your opinion on how hip hop produces more negative images, whether it be with the things they say, like how it degrades a person,
Right.
and then how it can actually motivate a person.
Exactly. I feel like, when those couple of songs came out, is read a book, mother. You know what I'm saying? People was like, oh, that's funny, but it's true. Like, you don't hear that though. You don't hear people on their songs like some people, but not as, you know, common to people to say, man, I read this book and it was so good. You don't hear that. But you do hear I'm selling dope. Like, come on, man. Like, granted, we know what goes on, but like what's known don't have to be said. And like, we need to read them books, like for real. Like, it's like so detrimental. Like, it's so important. Like, we have to read those books, man. And not to is detrimental, but to read is so important, man. And hip hop, man, it just is painting a whole different picture. Like, some like nowadays in my generation, the younger, like I promise you, like people feel like if they listen to a certain rapper, they're smart. Like they get all their information from rappers now. Like it's not even, oh, I went to this book or I went to this documented thing. It's like, oh, I listened to him and he said this, so it's written in stone. Yeah, it's legit. Like it's deep now, man. It's getting real. So for me, man, I'm writing what I've been through and what I see every day, so it can be documented. And the older guy told me that, man. He bought the book too. Shout out to him. I forgot his name, but he was like, it's so important to write down what you see and publish it so people can know my son, his son, to know what was going on versus some BS, you know? And that's why I feel like writing and reading is so important, man. It's so important. And I know, like in school, like younger years, when you read, if you're a certain type of person, they talk about you. But when you're in college and you have a book that's outside of class, people are like, whoa.
Right. Yeah.
Whoa, like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
People think you're fronting.
Yeah, like it's crazy, man. Right. When you say no, it's myself. Like it's for myself. It's brain food, brain workout too. Go cop that. But yeah, like it's crazy, man. It's crazy,
Yeah. All right. So moving on to black men and being a role model. What makes a black man?
Man, I feel like we like we discussed this, man. This is moves, his leadership. Like that's why in the black culture is so like important when that certain person steps out. I probably won't put no names out there, but you know what it is. Like those certain people that stand out and lead a crowd, and that's the leader. Like, and so for a strong black man, he's supposed to be the leader. Even for women, like just in general, he's the leader. And when you sit here and say, I don't read or I don't want to support you or none of that, to me you're not a strong black man. Like, I'm sorry. It might sound bad, but until you can honestly like, okay, I supported this man, but he's famous. Okay, of course you don't support that. But when you see somebody in the streets, you don't support like that. I can't respect that. Even Jesus did. Even Jesus hit the streets. So when you say you're too good to even support somebody that's trying, like to me that's not a man. Like maybe you don't support at that moment, but I don't know. It's real.
But the men that you come across that have support, like how do you feel now?
I salute them, man. Like I'm not gonna say they're perfect or nothing, but I salute just for them seeing a young brother out there trying to do something different and going in their wallet. Salute the women too, but yeah, I salute like going in their wallet and saying, "Young brother, man, keep it up, man. God bless you." I salute, like for real.
Okay.
So, but yeah, so she's an awesome poet. Check her out. She's gonna be coming soon. She's writing a book too, so it's gonna get real out here, like for real. So that's it for now, man. I'm gonna have a vlog probably next week. I'll let your boy, man, and your girl.